Hi, and welcome to another session of Motivation WOD. I told you I would discuss more about the daily workouts and strength training on a daily basis, and I want to let you know that after finishing the base phase of the Small Squat program, which is 4 days of heavy squats at a certain percentage of your maximum rep, of your 1 rep maximum, after 3 weeks of that, for 4 days a week, which is 12 workouts, I did gain 10% on my back squat, which I am told that for an athlete of my caliber, which is someone who's been very intense with daily workouts pretty much every day and multiple workouts a day for I've been doing that for at least a full year, and I've been training at high level, basically CrossFit style workouts for 4 years. So to gain 10% this late in the game, so to speak, is a huge feat. I'm very happy with the results, and I feel much stronger. My body feels better, and I did not know how it would respond to the heavy squats 4 days a week, but I absolutely loved the way I felt. And I'm still training pretty much the exact same way, doing heavy squats at least a few times a week while I'm continuing into the next cycle of the program, which should give me another gain of 10% or more. And I'm still keeping up with the daily Metcons. Those are the workouts where my heart rate gets up. I'm challenging myself to stay fast, to stay explosive, to stay purely athletic and fit in the purest sense of the word. One thing that I'm starting to understand more and more is about perception. That is, understanding what I can do is what you are capable of is not determined necessarily by how your body feels, but how you believe about what you can do. And sometimes the way we think, the way we believe is mostly influenced by the outside world. We listen to what other people have to say, but we don't experiment. And experience is really where it is, because we can know something, but if we haven't experienced the thing that we think we know, then we are missing out on something very, very valuable. I have pushed myself and pushed myself day after day, and the results are amazing, and I feel really good, and I see great results. Perception, knowing that there is something I can accomplish, setting a goal and then going after it, and taking care of myself mentally and physically so that I can reach these goals. I have to keep myself calm. I have to keep my stress levels down. I have to eat well. I have to sleep well. Being dedicated and committed to this thing, and not allowing outside sources to influence that and say, no, you can't do that. No, you should definitely take a day of rest. Learning to listen to your body is wise, but I'm starting to see that injuries have to do with inefficient and just plain bad movement, unsafe movement, as well as inconsistency in workouts. The more days of rest you take, the more likely you are to injure yourself, because you expect to go at a certain level of intensity all the time, and you think rest is going to take you there, when really and truly, when you work out at a fatigued level, or if you're in a fatigued state, then you get to the point where you're okay with being tired. You realize, I can only do today what I can do today. There's no need for me to try to repeat what happened tomorrow. But when I take days of rest, all of a sudden I think I can push just as hard on Thursday as I did on Monday. And this may or may not be true, depending on a whole ton of variables. But the main thing is if I stay consistent day to day to day, then what I once thought of fatigue is no longer fatigue. And I can learn to push myself within this new realm of staying intense and what that means on a day-to-day basis, and knowing that as long as I'm staying constantly varied, as long as the movements and exercises I'm using are constantly changing, I'm doing a good thing for my mind, I'm doing a good thing for my body. I'll talk more about perception, how it applies to specific exercise movements. I'm in a very in-depth study right now about biomechanics and physiology and psychology and spirituality and how it affects us as humans, how we used to survive in the past, and how our daily lives, in modern society, we are not as perceptive of things around us as we once were. But when you put yourselves into intense workouts, that gives the survival instincts of the body a chance to reawaken. And there's something very unique and very special about that. And that's why the body responds the way it does. It gets stronger, it gets faster, your heart becomes healthier. I'll talk more about perception later, what it has to do with movements, what it has to do with daily lives. The main thing is just take care of yourselves and work hard. And don't say no. Don't give yourself a reason to think you cannot accomplish that next step. See you next time.